Alright. Ooh, no, that's not what we talked about. Hey, you guys. Alright, hey, you guys. If you were a PBS kid, you know where "Hey You Guys" came from. If you weren't, well, I don't know what to tell you. It was from, the show was Electric Company. Hey you guys. I was a PBS kid. My dad could not afford cable, so yep. So today I am having a very black girl Sunday, which involves me doing my hair. I was gonna do makeup, but then I was like, why would I do makeup when I could do something that is much needed to be done, my hair? So that's how we ended up here today. So I'm gonna go ahead and be twisting my hair. Usually I would sit on my bed to do this, but because I had to film for you guys, I am sitting right here. I am currently watching another anime, and this one is Cells at Work. It's just, I think there was a show or a movie on HBO when I was younger called Osmosis Jones, and I think it was like about the immune system and stuff like that, and cells and how they work. I loved that movie. If that's not the name, but you know what I'm talking about, leave the name down below. So this anime is kind of like Osmosis Jones. It's like a very short series about how cells work. Good background noise. Alright. So first thing first. So for the first thing, see, I washed my hair a few days ago, so it's extremely dry because I have not been taking care of it, which is why we are about to do this today. I just haven't had time and also motivation. So this one I'm going to be using is, yes, this is a Cantu Shea Butter Conditioning Mist. I strongly believe in a good detangler. If you have 4C hair, a good detangler. And if you're an adult, chances are you know this, but if you're a young girl coming in trying to learn how to take care of your own hair, then find yourself a good leave-in conditioner mist situation and have it around at all times. Like, always have that. Get yourself a good mist detangler that you can be loyal to. That's like my first advice for 4C hair people. I'm not a hairdresser. I didn't even go to school for this. This is just life lessons as I got older and the things I learned. Alright, speaking of, today while I'm doing my hair, I'm just gonna do a little bit of like life update, because there is an update. I honestly don't know how this update sounds. It could sound good, it could sound bad. To some it could sound good, to some it could sound bad. If you've watched my other videos, then you will know what I'm talking about. Alright. Alright, so the first thing, let me get serious. The first thing I'm gonna do after I put in my leave-in conditioner is put an additional cream-based leave-in conditioner. Once again, I am not a stylist. I am not an expert. I am just a girl who grew up, and this is what she's been doing since she grew up. So if you find a better way to do your hair, do that. But this has been working for me. Alright, so I'm gonna be using the Olive Miracle. Alright, the Olive Miracle leave-in conditioner. So in this leave-in conditioner, I'm putting a little bit of hair oil because some of my other products were finishing, so I just went ahead and like poured the rest in this particular container with the leave-in conditioner. I've done this plethora of times. If my hair falls off, I will come up here and like update you guys as well. And as I do that, I'm just gonna mix it and then I'm gonna put it on my hair. And while I do that, I'll tell you guys what has been going on with me. So you know how when I was in Sierra Leone, I told you guys I had quit my job and I was now working with my dad to do the foundation. That is still on and popping. We're still working on it. And I did quit my job, but I've been back now for like 3 months. So I made that video in April, May, June. We're now in July, so it's like we're getting close to 3 months since I've been back. And I have to say, not working has been the most fun I have ever had. No cap at all. Like, this 2-3 months hiatus that I have taken has just been godsend. Something I needed, to be honest. Something I needed for real. But all good things must slightly come to an end while you forge on and carry on your plans. So when you don't work, you do not make money. And I told you guys, I'm a very expensive woman. I like nice things. I like doing great things for myself. So when I came back, I had a savings already. So I wasn't like worried about finances. I just had a savings, that was fine. But recently, I realized that I am dipping into my savings. And I need to replenish it with something. Anything really. Side hustle. Or stuff like that. Now, when you're working towards a goal, there are going to be many twists and turns. You're gonna make decisions and you think you're making the right decisions, and then you get to a point and you're like, maybe not the right one. Ow, 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 ow. See, I still feel pain even after doing all that. It's the beauty of being a black woman, a black girl. Jesus. So you make plans and you're gonna leave this dream, which honestly it will happen. I know that. You just have to keep believing and pushing and trekking forward. But I'm realizing like I have expenses that I need to be caring for. So I think I am going back to the workforce. Actually, I know I'm going back to the workforce. Here's how it came to fruition. Here's how it came to being. I did not go back into the workforce on purpose. I just knew I had to do something on the side because like I realized I had a lot of free time to work on my projects, to do other projects like this, filming. But I needed something that was bringing in some type of funding. So the workforce is the only place you can get that. Or you get investors. But right now I don't have any investor. So I was like, I need to go back to work. Alright. First job that I came into was this thing called a service merchandiser. I was like, I'm gonna bag that. So I bagged it. I've been doing that for like a few weeks now. Then I was minding my business. Like, well, actually I wasn't. I was talking with my sister, like, I think I need a second hustle on the side. So I can like continue to make money so that way my savings can stay intact while I source all this whole on my own thing, doing my own business type thing, and get it to the point where it will make money. So I told her I needed another job to add to the service merchandising job. So then I was minding my business. I hadn't even started looking for a second job. Like, they send you alerts from the job websites, and you're like, oh, okay. You look at it, you may or may not apply. That's what I was on at this point. And most of them I wasn't applying because I just did not have the time to fill out no job applications. And I was minding my business. And then I got an email from someone who works at Bloomingdale's. So I got an email from her. She was like, hey, we're about to start this. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just twisting my hair. I'm realizing I'm gonna explain to you guys how to do it. I mean, this is not a tutorial, honestly. This is just like I'm doing my hair and we're gonna have a conversation. So she was like, we're about to open this new concept store and they're looking for, people to apply. She was like, we have a supervisor role open. And I said, oh, okay. I would like to talk. So then she contacted me. She said, hey, we have this role open. She was like, we have this role open and I think you'd be a great, candidate for one of the supervisor role. What do you, like, tell me a little bit about yourself. So I told her a little bit about my history, about what I've done, about where I've worked, whom I worked for. And she was like, oh, okay. And then I told her, like, I'm mostly like operations like I like operations, like inventory and moving inventory and logistics and stuff like that. She was like, oh, we have both. We have sales and that open. Do you want one? I mean, she was like, which one do you prefer? I was like, well, I prefer operations. And she was like, okay, we have, and I was like, well, I kind of cannot commit right now. I was like, I kind of cannot commit right now to working as a supervisor. And she was like, oh, okay, but we have part-time openings too, like merchandising coordinators and stuff like that. I was like, ooh. So I was like, oh yeah, I can't do supervisor because I'm like right now currently helping my dad to formulate and work on a foundation for my country. And she was like, oh, okay, yeah, that's fine. She was like, I want you to talk to the manager or the assistant manager. No, she was like, I want you to talk to the manager. Let me message them and see if they want to talk to you. I was like, all right, cool. Well, I have 12 o'clock. So, I mean, I was like, well, how about 12:30? Like, contact them, talk to them, and we can, like, reconvene at 12:30. And she was like, okay, let me ask them and see if they want to do that. I was like, okay, bet, do that. So she did that. She went. So then she was like, okay, I'll get back to you in a few. I was like, okay. Alright. I'm out running errands. She gets back to me. So then, come home, I do that. The manager calls me 12:30. I talk to him. It was just like a vibe. It was a vibe. There was already like a woman that looks just like me in the room. She was a woman of beautiful melanin. And she was there, we were talking, and it was just like vibey. I was like telling them about myself. They were like okay with it. Actually, I think they would have been okay with it regardless. And they were like, oh, okay, yeah, well, we have till the end of the week, blah, 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 we'll get back to you. I'm like going to go get lunch at this time. I'm like, oh, I need food. And then I get a call from HR, from their department. I was like, oh, she was like, oh, I'm HR, blah, blah, they want to get you on the team, blah, blah. I was like, oh, okay. So the entire time, it's just like, bam, bam, bam. I'm like, what is going on? It was just like, too quick. I couldn't like, hold myself. But she was like, oh, well, the specialty store is not going to open until August. And we need to get you trained, and your training will be taking place in Tyson's. And I've worked in Tyson's. That's where I worked with when I was in Canada Goose. It's a merchandising position, mostly back end. which I'm fine with. I don't really mind being on. I don't really kind of want to be on the floor until we get to the other place where we will have to be on the floor. Is that cool? Now, this may sound like a setback, but I feel like it's not. One, I couldn't be a supervisor full time, making a decent money, but I was like, you know what? I don't want to tie myself into like a committed role where I always have to be present. I want to tie myself to something where I can flex, where I can be like, hey, do not schedule me, you know, because I got, you know, because I want to, because I can, because that's what I want to do. So I wanted that flexibility, and I've been enjoying that flexibility with this whole service merchandising role that I have right now. So I was like, I want something that will allow me to go in and out without no commitment and still make money. So the dream is still alive. Me and my dad are still working on the foundation. I'm just like Logie tiptoeing back into the workforce to continue to make money. And now I have 2 streams of income. I take surveys on the side to make 3. It's only in cents, but it adds up. So far I've made like 20 bucks out of it. Yeah. So I needed to come on here and like give an update because I feel like I should keep you guys in the loop. Alright, so what's going on with the foundation right now? We are prepping for the school opening. So far we've like tried to get it registered in Sierra Leone. We're trying to run some ads for the opening. We've set the name of the school. We've started like prepping the building itself for the opening. The only thing holding us back at this moment is COVID, because Sierra Leone went back into lockdown. So certain things they can't do right now. Alright, so obviously I'm not gonna wear my hair out like this. I have worn it out like this before? Yeah, I have worn it out like this before. I will take a little hair tie and tie this up so quickly and call the style. Put some good cute earrings on. You can't tell me nothing. And if you do, I don't care. Alright, like that. My Black Girl Sunday. It's not coming down. I still have stuff to do. I have to take a picture. Inspired by me alone. Alright, so now I'm just gonna take my hair oil from Creo.
They say you never know what you got till it's gone. You should have been there, now she's singing this song. Before this go wrong.
Alright, so I'm all done with my hair. Let me turn my... Alright, so I know it wasn't really a long story, but I just wanted to come on camera and be honest and say, hey, I know I had told you guys I quit my job, which I did. I quit that job, and that I was just gonna focus entirely on like running my foundation with my dad, the foundation with my dad. And I still am. We're still work in progress, like I said, but we're already moving forward. We're already like creating ads for it and everything like that. It's just like, as we are in this like limbo state, I have to do something, which is like I might as well make money doing it. And you know, like I said, I would have taken a supervisor job and just been like committed full time to another person's dream, but I chose to do part-time. Because it would give me flexibility to say I don't want to work on this day, I don't want to work on that day, I'm going to be doing this, I'm going to be doing that, and I can set the time in that I think works for me without feeling any type of like guilt. Whereas if I was to commit to like a full-time supervisory or like managerial anything, I will have to be there all the time because it would be full-time, you know. So that's the only thing, and I think that works for me. I still make money, I still do what I want, and I still get the results that I want, because like today I'm not working, so I can easily say, hey, I'm gonna be here and I'm gonna record and I'm gonna take pictures and stuff like that, and I can set that time. I can be like, from this day, and I don't have to, I can tell each person I don't work on this day and I don't work on that day if I want. No one's gonna stop me. I will continue to update you guys about the foundation. I do want to do certain activities for fundraising soon, and I'll tell you guys when I'm about to do that. We're still on track to like open the school. Still have to hire people, you know, we still have a few things to do, but we're gonna get it done, and I will keep you guys updated as we go. So yeah, if you have to take a step back to, you know, get yourself right while you pursue your dreams and goals, then that's just what you have to do, and there's nothing wrong with that, period. Alright guys, so thank you for having to sit down with me today. Thank you for doing my hair with me. Well, I'm gonna focus on the vlog now, and we're gonna get other things done. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching another episode of A Lazy Girl's Guide.